now the Vice Chancellor's procession. The Vice Chancellor's procession, please. Hello. Hello. We are telling to increase it. The Vice Chancellor's procession. Thank you very much. We may be seated. Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome everyone to the University of Medical Sciences, ONDO. The University of Medical Sciences, ONDO, is the first specialized medical and health sciences university in Nigeria, also the first in West Africa, and second in Africa. We are unique in all our ways and the way we do things. We acknowledge the dedication of the inductees that has brought them to a day like this. They've sacrificed a lot for them to witness a very special day like this, and we are here to celebrate their success, and not just that, also to acknowledge the profound responsibility ahead of them after today. It's indeed a special occasion for them, and we welcome everyone to this university, and we want to assure you that today we will celebrate the inductees the way they should be celebrated, and also celebrate their parents who have also worked tirelessly to ensure that their wards witnessed a day like this. So on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of this university, I welcome everyone to this event. I'm aware the VC's procession is ready now. May I please crave our indulgence to stand again as we welcome the procession of the Vice Chancellor. Thank you. Thank you very much. We commence the first induction ceremony into the science laboratory technology profession with the national anthem, ONDO anthem, and the UNIMED anthem. Thank you very much. We may be seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very beautiful morning to everyone. Like I said earlier, this is UNIMED. Just like when you get to Lagos, you will not find welcome to Lagos. All you find is this is Lagos, because Lagos is unique in several ways. Because of the uniqueness of the University of Medical Sciences, we don't also tell you welcome to UNIMED, rather we tell you this is UNIMED because of its uniqueness. And we are here for a unique program today, a very special one at that. This is the first induction ceremony in the Department of Science Laboratory Technology, first of its kind. And I want to congratulate the inductees because they are special. To be pioneers in anything is not easy. You have weathered this storm and you have witnessed today. To our parents, we say a big congratulations to you. You have contributed immensely also to their lives. So on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Ebun Olua Aderunke Adejuyegbe, fellow Nigerian Academy of Medicine, a professor of pediatrics and child health, I say welcome to this induction ceremony. And without any further ado, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly recognize our dignitaries here today, starting with the Vice Chancellor. The Vice Chancellor is unavoidably absent today. She did all she could yesterday to be here today, but exigency of duty will not allow that. And she has graciously sent in a capable representative, a man that has also seen it all in terms of leadership. He's been HOD, he's been dean, and he's moved all around. A cerebral individual, erudite scholar, representing the Vice Chancellor here this morning, Professor Abdulaziz Abubakar. Please a round of applause for him. I recognize in our midst this morning the acting registrar of the university, the woman that is ensuring that administratively everything works out well for us as a university. Please let's put our hands together for Mrs. Ellen Atunwa. I recognize the coordinator of the bursary of the university. Without money, there's absolutely nothing we can do. Please let's put our hands together for Mr. Emmanuel Awogbemi. Library remains very central and critical in the university. Without the library, a well-furnished one at that, with up-to-date materials, students may struggle to get along with their academics. We have the coordinator of the university library here this morning, Dr. Biliamin Okuola. Please let's put our hands together for him. I recognize also here this morning the acting DG, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Institute of Science Laboratory Technology, the body that regulates the practice of science laboratory technology in Nigeria. We have Dr. Peter Adefisoye Oluwafisoye. The faculty where the Science Laboratory Technology Department is domiciled here is the Faculty of Science. And we have the Dean of the Faculty of Science here, Professor Mojisola Nkiko. Please a round of applause. We also have the head of department, Science Laboratory Technology, the man that has been running up and down to ensure that today is a success. Night, day, all the time. I recognize Dr. Abraham O. Oladebe. Please a round of applause for him. I recognize the chairman Central Induction Committee of the university. When we say Central Induction Committee, this is one committee that has refused to sleep, just like the city that never sleeps. Las Vegas, that's the way they've been working. The chairman also is unavoidably absent, but we have a capable hand also representing the chairman of the induction committee here this morning. Representing the chairman is Professor Teslim Onigbinde, the Dean Faculty of Medical Rehabilitation of the university. I'm aware the guest lecturer is also well seated. The man we have read so many things about before coming here. His reputation has actually gone ahead of him, and I believe by the time we get to his lecture, you get to know more about him. I recognize Professor E.O. OSHOMO. So I hope that is well pronounced. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people that came with the DG of Nigerian Institute of Science Laboratory Technology. We have in our midst this morning Mrs. Stella Ido, Deputy Director, NISLT. We have Ms. Kemi Olujide. We have Mr. Karim Ogbeta and Mr. Adori Bigbe Jelili. We recognize all of you and we welcome you to the University of Medical Sciences, ONDO. Also with the guest lecturer here today, we have Dr. Benjamin Gabriel. Please a round of applause. And Dr. James Oseyemi. I hope that is correct. The handwriting is what is causing that. And I want to use Dr. Ogale as a point of contact to all the academic staff of the University of Medical Sciences. Please a round of applause for the academic staff. I recognize our parents, guardians. You have done exceptionally well to have trained your children up to this point. Please let's put our hands together for all the parents in the house. And to the very important personalities, the one that have made it possible for this induction to be holding today, the inductees themselves. We recognize you. Please put your hands together for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I have the honor of bringing to this side Dr. Abraham Oladebe, the HOD of SLT at UNIMED, for his welcome address.
The Vice Chancellor Ma, ably represented by Professor Abubakar, the Acting Registrar, the Bursary Coordinator, University Library Coordinator, the Chairman of University Induction Ceremony Committee, our own Dean of Faculty of Science, Professor Mojisola Inkiko, the Acting Director General, who is also the Registrar of NISLT, the Induction Ceremony Lecturer, Professor E.O. OSHOMO, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, respected parents and guardians, dear inductees, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and profound excitement that I welcome you to this maiden edition of the induction ceremony into the prestigious science laboratory technology profession. Today marks a landmark moment in the history of our department. A department of multifaceted disciplines where we have different programs of chemistry techniques, biochemistry techniques, biology and computational techniques, microbiology techniques, and physics with electronics techniques, which started in 2020-2021 session with a successful resource verification by NUC and gained full NUC accreditation in 2023 at first attempt. Full NIS30 accreditation in 2024 at first attempt. And today presenting its first professional inductees with a record of 100% pass in mandatory professional exams at first attempt. God is the reason behind these successes and the support of the management, the staff and students of the department. We gather not only to induct a new generation of science laboratory scientists, but also to celebrate the foundation upon which modern society stands, and that is the laboratory, the cradle of scientific truth and the home of innovation. Our theme for this maiden ceremony, Science Laboratory Scientists, the silent architects of earth, innovations, entrepreneurship, and national advancement, captures who we are, what we represent, and the irreplicable value we bring to the world. Science laboratory scientists are indeed silent architects. While others speak loudly about science, we produce the evidence. While many celebrate innovation, we are the ones who test, validate, and give innovations credibility. While society applauds breakthroughs, we are the hands that build them. One experiment, one data set, one quality check at a time. With undeniable fact, you cannot speak of healthcare without laboratory data. You cannot speak of agriculture without laboratory analysis. You cannot speak of industry, environment, biotechnology, forensics, or pharmaceuticals without laboratory science. And you certainly cannot speak of national development without the backbone that makes every scientific decision trustworthy. The relevance of science laboratory scientists is not a matter of debate. It is a scientific reality. To our inductees, today, you are not just joining a profession, you are joining the league of custodians of scientific truth. You are stepping into the arena where accuracy is power, integrity is identity, and competence is the passport to global relevance. You are becoming part of the invisible force that ensures that nations remain healthy, industries stay safe, and innovations become sustainable. To our undergraduates and students watching this ceremony, let today ignite your passion, let it stir your curiosity, let it awaken your ambition. Do not treat this course as a pathway to a certificate. Treat it as a gateway to influence. The laboratory is not a room with experiments, it is a world of possibilities. Your keen interest today will determine your relevance tomorrow, whether in research, diagnostics, biotechnology, entrepreneurship, environmental science, product development, or industrial quality assurance. The future belongs to professionals who create solutions, and no profession is better positioned to do that than science laboratory technology. To our parents and guardians, thank you for believing in this profession. Your support has empowered these young scientists to step into a world where they will not only earn a living but also make meaningful contributions to national and global development. To our distinguished guest partners and organizers, your presence enriches the maiden edition and strengthens our resolve to maintain the highest professional standard. As we proceed with today's induction, I charge each inductee, uphold the ethics of this profession. Carry the dignity of a scientist. Let excellence be your signature. Let innovation be your language. Let professionalism be your identity. Because you are and will always be the silent architect, shaping earth, driving innovation, creating enterprises, and advancing the nation. The nation awaits your brilliance. I welcome you all once again to this historic ceremony. Congratulations to our inductees. Congratulations to the Department of Science Laboratory Technology. Congratulations to the Faculty of Science. Congratulations to the University of Medical Sciences, ONDO. Congratulations to Nigeria. Thank you and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for the HOD. You know, I almost got carried away at the point I thought I was listening to Winston Churchill delivering a rousing speech during the Second World War again. Perhaps we have traveled back in time. Later, I came back to life that this person speaking is not just an academic, but a labor leader, somebody who has really mastered the art of talking to people. That was a beautiful one, and I learned a whole lot in that one. Very beautiful welcome speech. Now I know the kind of professionals that you are, that your profession is not just getting certificate, gateway to the world of possibilities. I was expecting you to give your HOD a very befitting ovation for that one. It's not just an ordinary welcome speech. Thank you very much, sir. That was beautifully done. Thank you. Thank you. All right, now we move to the next item on the agenda, and that is the address by the Dean, Faculty of Science, Professor Mojisola Nkiko. A round of applause for the Dean.
Permit me to observe existing protocols. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, proud families, cherished friends, and most importantly, our radiant inductees today, I want to congratulate you. Today is indeed a day of destiny. For our inductees and pioneers, I want you to know that you are a carrier of possibility, innovation, and the future of scientific excellence in Nigeria. The world you are stepping into is one where diseases evolve, technologies shift, and knowledge expands at lightning speed. Yet, history has shown that in every season of uncertainty, it is the scientists, the quiet thinkers, the meticulous innovators, the laboratory guardians who rise to save nations and steer humanity towards new horizons. Our theme today, Silent Architects of Health, Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and National Advancement. Architects shape the future, they design solutions, they build realities, and others rely on them. And the architects, I want you to know that you have to work hard as you step out today for accurate diagnosis, breakthrough vaccines, forensic solutions, environmental intervention, and technological innovation. We begin with the work in the laboratory, and which is often not seen, but it is really, really essential to the world. I also charge you to make a personal commitment to defend truth in every result you present, to fight ignorance with knowledge, to challenge problems with creativity, to enhance science not just as a career, but as a calling, to stand for integrity even when it is inconvenient, to learn endlessly because science never stops speaking and you must never stop listening. Your mindset therefore becomes your greatest instrument. Your passion will become your compass, and your character will become your legacy. As a faculty, we are poured into you knowledge, skills, discipline, and resilience. We have watched you grow through experiments that failed and those that succeeded. You have seen and you have emerged stronger, more focused, and more determined. So I believe deeply in you. And today, you are not only graduating with the profession, you are stepping into a mission field of intervention. I want to thank the University of Medical Sciences for floating this program, Science Laboratory Technology, with 5 different techniques. As you have had the HOD, all fully accredited, both by the professional body and as well as the NUC. I also want to thank our acting director and the registrar of the NISLT, Dr. Peter Adefisoyolu Oluwafisoye. Thank you for the support that we have enjoyed from you. To Professor OSHOMO, thank you for lending your voice and wisdom to this historic event. And to Dr. Ladebeye and the committed members of staff, especially of the Science Laboratory Technology Program and Faculty of Science in general, thank you very much for the hard work, for your labor. You can see it has yielded fruit, and this is the beginning of the many fruits that is going to come forth even from this program. To our amiable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ebun Aderonke Adejuigbe, represented by Professor Abubakar, thank you for visionary support, for believing in the program that transforms life and enable milestone. To every parent and guardian, family members, friends of the inductees, thank you for standing as pillars of strength to our inductees today. Again, to my inductees, your future awaits you. You are capable. You are prepared. You are needed. You are the future. Congratulations to you, and God bless you.
Can we please put our hands together for the Dean? Something is happening here today that I'm just getting to know. It's like Faculty of Science is populated by so many orators. I also just saw the Dean in another light, and she has said, you are the future of that profession. You are just special. Again, put your hands together for yourself. Very quickly, before we move to the next item, I recognize in our midst this morning Pastor Pastor Moyiolua Feshopi, representing the National President of Association of Science Laboratory Technologies in Nigeria. Please a round of applause for him. We also have Dr. Gideon Bakare, representing the Chairman Body of Fellows of the same association. Please a round of applause for him. We welcome you specially. Now is the time for the Vice Chancellor to talk to us, and I want to respectfully call on the representative of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Abdulaziz Abubakar, to talk to us.
The acting registrar, Mrs. Helen Atunwa, the library coordinator, Dr. B. Bobola, the bursary coordinator, Mr. Emmanuel Awugbemi, the guest lecturer of today, Professor E.O. OSHOMO, the registrar, NISLT, Dr. Peter Adevisoye, the chairman, University Induction Committee, ably represented by Professor Teslim Onigbide, other members of the high table, deans of faculty, heads of department, respected parents and guardians, the staff of UNIMED, our prospective inductee of today, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with a great joy and deep sense of pride that I stand before you this morning on behalf of my Vice Chancellor, Professor Ebunoluwa Aderonke Adejuyigbe, who is unavoidably absent from this occasion, who actually was willing, as of yesterday, to be physically present, but for unexpected call by the visitor, she had to leave, and she has assigned me to play the role for her. Today marks a significant milestone, not only in the lives of the prospective inductee, but also in the history of this great institution. As we have just heard from the head of the department, this particular pioneer set is a set to be proud of. Remarkably, we are here therefore to honor their excellent performance, scoring 100% success rate in the recent professional examination. This extraordinary achievement is a proof of their hard work, the dedication of their lecturers and the support of their families and the unwavering commitment of this citadel of learning to obtain the highest academic and professional standard. I remember our Vice Chancellor often say that the true mayor of a university is often reflected not only in the number of the graduates produced, but in the quality of professionals it contributes to the entire population. Science laboratory technology play crucial role in the advancement of our industry, as earlier been said by the first two speakers. Active role in research. More importantly, training our students in the area of practicals at all levels and overall national development. As you officially join the professional community today, you do so at a time when the world is in dire need of competent, ethical, and innovative laboratory technologists. The responsibility ahead of you is enormous, but I'm confident that you have prepared well by virtue of the training you receive from this great university. I therefore encourage each and every one of you to uphold the value as you have just been informed, as you have just been told, the values of professionalism, integrity, accuracy, and discipline. Let the success you celebrate today be the beginning of a lifelong commitment to excellence. On behalf of my Vice Chancellor, therefore, I extend hearty congratulations to you all. We celebrate you, we are proud of you, and we look forward to the remarkable contribution you will make in your various endeavors. To the staff of the Faculty of Science and Department of Science Laboratory Technology, I say thank you for your sacrifice and mentorship. To the parents and guardian, thank you for believing in these young technologists. And to our prospective inductees, I also thank you for bringing honor to this great University of Medical Science. Of course, the first in Nigeria and third in Africa. I wish you success in professional journey. May your career be marked with growth, integrity, and distinctions. At this juncture, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of my Vice Chancellor, Professor Adejuyigbe, I formally declare this induction ceremony open. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. With that formal declaration of the program open, may I please crave the indulgence of our guest lecturer for today to stand. And please come to this side of the divide. It is time for us to have better understanding of the profession. As our lecturer is standing, the media, please let's have his electronic citation so that we get to know him more as he takes over from me.
Citation of Professor Emmanuel OSHOMO. Professor Emmanuel OSHOMO is a professor of science laboratory technology specialized in phytomedicine, biotechnology, and natural product development. He is the immediate past head department of science laboratory, Faculty of Life Science, University of Benin, Edo State, Nigeria. During his tenure, postgraduate programs in SLT, PGD, and master's degree commenced with 9 areas of specialty and high degrees of MPhil and PhD. Recently, Professor Emmanuel OSHOMO presented and got approval from the University Authority to upgrade the department status to the Faculty of Science Laboratory Technology. This faculty houses 4 departments. OSHOMO started his professional career in 2000 as a senior laboratory technologist at the University of Benin, rose through the ranks to the zenith of his career when promoted to chief laboratory technologist in the year 2013, a position he attained for his sterling performance over the years as a technologist par excellence. Professor OSHOMO's passion for the classroom quest to bridge academic research with practical applications, dynamic speaking style, and ability to distill complex into relatable insights propelled his switch to the academia in 2013 as a lecturer 1 in the Department of Science Laboratory Technology, University of Benin. Like the proverbial golden fish, which has no hiding place, Professor OSHOMO's academic journey was marked by exceptional achievement and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. OSHOMO actively involved in research and teaching of contemporary science laboratory techniques to students as well as professional courses. His expertise extends beyond the confines of classroom. As a sought-after speaker, Professor Emmanuel OSHOMO has delivered keynote addresses and facilitated engaging workshops at numerous prestigious conferences and events nationwide, where he captivated his audience with his ability to bridge academic research with practical applications. Today, he is a professor of repute who has inspired countless individuals to strive for excellence and achieve their full potentials. Professor OSHOMO was a member of the governing board Nigerian Institute of Science Technology from 1994 to 2004 and a member of the governing council Nigerian Institute of Science Laboratory Technology, Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, Abuja from 2014 to 2015. He is a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Science Laboratory Technology, an honor conferred on him in 2005 for his immense and valuable contributions to the growth of the passion in Nigeria and fellow Institute of Policy Management Development. He also holds the membership of the Biotechnology Society of Nigeria, Society for Medicinal Plant and Economic Development, Nigerian Society for Experimental Biology, and the Nigerian Institute of Professional Engineers and Scientists. Professor OSHOMO has over 76 journal articles published in peer-reviewed journals of repute and has served as a reviewer to more than 6 international journals published around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a professor of phytomedicine, biotechnology, and natural product development, Professor Emmanuel OSHOMO.
Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellors, ably represented by Professor Abubakar, the Dean of Science, you are welcome. The HOD, thank you very much. I'm meeting you for the first time. And my able registrar, Acting Director General of our able Nigerian Institute of Science Laboratory Technology. You are welcome. Well, the HOD and the Dean have already summarized my presentation. And the topic is on science laboratory scientists, silent architects of health, innovation, entrepreneurship, and national advancement. And I think I added development. Why I said they have summarized my work is on the area of regarding us as architects. Those who don't know may find it difficult to know what they mean by architect, that a laboratory scientist is now an architect. We are not just an architect. We are also a bioactive materials. Those of us who work on plants know what we mean by bioactive ingredients. When you isolate some active ingredient from plants, the plant becomes useless. So, but when you introduce those bioactive materials, okay, this one, huh? When you introduce, when the bioactive materials are present, the plant becomes very, very active. And that is what we are. We are also a kitchen. If you remove a kitchen from a house, that house is no longer, that apartment is no longer suitable for cooking. And that is in the kitchen that you mix so many things together. And that's where you formulate whatever you want to cook. So also is a laboratory. And that is why you can refer to us as architects of the profession. Let us look at which one is this one? This one is not mine. These are not my slides. I want to start with the introduction and the definition of terms. A science laboratory scientist is a professional who conducts experiments, tests, and analyzes data in a laboratory setting. He is a detective of the scientific world. He uncovered the secrets of the universe. His primary duties include the following. Like I said, conducting experiment and investigation, collecting and analyzing data, developing and testing hypotheses, reporting results and presenting findings. It's off here. Also, his work cut across many fields, such as biology, chemistry, physics, biochemistry, physiology, pharmacology, biotechnology, microbiology, physics, electronics, and many others. Thank God my DG is here. He knows that we have close to 15 areas that students can specialize. Not only these 5. In my school, we have 9. And we are still thinking of introducing more. Because students, they want to specialize in different areas that are not existing before. Some common titles, what they call us in the lab, are research scientists, laboratory scientists, laboratory technologists. In some organizations, they call us laboratory technicians. In some areas, maybe in the industries, they call you quality control analysts. And also as a biotech scientist. Science laboratory technology program gives skills to succeed in various laboratory environments. At the early stage, those of us who did SLT will know. At the early stage of the program, you can develop skills either in chemistry, microbiology, quality control and compliance, instrumentation and communication, before choosing specialization that best fits his career interests at higher level. And that's why a well-trained laboratory scientist, even if you say you specialize in microbiology, you can work in physics lab. You can work in chemistry lab because you have the basis. Also, science laboratory technology emphasizes industry-driven coursework and laboratory techniques that are standard across scientific disciplines, giving the graduates a versatile, career-focused experience. In addition, work integrated learning opportunity connects them with industry partners through industrial work experience and project-based learning. The graduates of SLT, they work as laboratory scientists, technologists, technicians like I've mentioned. And they are very suitable in pharmaceuticals and biotechnology area. When you now look, you say SLT is silent architect. And like I said, we are also a silent bioactive compound. Also, you call us secondary metabolites. There are so many things because when you remove all those things from plant, the plant becomes useless. The same thing when you remove a lab from a science department, there is it's no longer a science department. So science laboratories and the scientists working with them act as essential silent architects by performing crucial behind the scenes work that supports public health, drives innovation, fosters entrepreneurship, and contributes significantly to national advancement and development of the nation and the world in general. From developing new drugs in the pharmaceutical industry to diagnosing diseases in hospitals and monitoring food and water safety, laboratory scientists provide the data and technologies needed for process and progress. What is the role of SLT in national health delivery? You know, people say, let me say something here before I progress. We have two professions in the lab that perform laboratory activities. We have SLT as one. We have MLS as one, medical lab science. I am going to tell you their main job functions and where they are related. Where the areas we can work, the part of the area we can work in their own, and the area they can also carry out in our own duties. In the national health delivery, they perform various techniques including molecular diagnosis to detect genetic mutations, infectious agents, and other molecular markers to aid in diagnosis. SLT professionals also prepare and analyze tissue samples to identify abnormalities such as cancerous cells and monitor disease progression. They also work as scientists or technologists to conduct practical laboratory work and maintain instruments in hospital environments or hospital laboratories. A strong foundation in microbiology, chemistry, and biochemistry techniques within the SLT program is beneficial for working in hospital environment. What are the skills of SLT graduates? SLT program provides the practical skills needed for laboratory analysis and is designed to prepare graduates for these roles. Secondly, in countries like Nigeria, the SLT profession is regulated by the Nigerian Institute of Science Laboratory Technology, ensuring qualified professionals work in research, teaching, and the health laboratories. What is their function in disease surveillance and public health monitoring? They test environmental samples, such as water and food, to prevent the spread of infectious diseases and ensure public safety. They also work and play a critical role in monitoring and responding to outbreaks of infectious diseases. Their work also involves contribution to discovering new medical knowledge and developing innovative laboratory techniques and technologies. Their work does not end there. They also function very well in pharmaceutical industries, where they develop tests. They develop and test new drugs and treatments, and ensuring their safety and effectiveness. Yes, let's look at the major functions of each of these professions. I know this one will interest the students, because in my school also, they keep bombarding us. Why are we not working in the hospital? Why are we not doing this? I say, your work in the hospital is limited to an area. So the major function of medical lab scientists, so fast. They work in hospital, conducting tests and help clinicians to accurately diagnose and treat a wide range of conditions. They are also useful in health centers or healthcare facilities where they diagnose. They are also involved in analyzing biological samples such as blood, urine, stool, and tissue from patients. Typically, they work in clinical or health setting, and they specialize in areas like microbiology, hematology, chemical pathology, and molecular diagnostics related to health sector. Well, when you look at the SLT, what are our major functions? We are applying scientific principles and techniques across various scientific fields. We work with a broader range of samples depending on the industry or research. We also are involved in diverse settings, including industries that deals on oil, food, textile, detergent, research institutions, colleges, and environmental testing facilities. We are also involved in other physical facilities as well as quality control. It extends to areas like food processing, industrial quality control, and research. What are the major differences between these two bodies? I just highlighted two. A medical laboratory scientist focuses on diagnosing and monitoring diseases using patient samples, while a science laboratory scientist career is broader, encompassing various scientific fields and industries, research and quality control, applying techniques to a wider range of samples and settings. Medical lab science is a specialized branch of science, whereas science laboratory technology is a broader field that includes medical applications and other scientific disciplines. When you look at the key differences, SLT is broader, while MLS is a specialized subset within science, focusing on the medical aspects. The application, MLS is applied to human health care, while SLT is applied to a wider range of scientific and industrial applications. What are the goals? MLS aims to diagnose and monitor human health, whereas SLT's goal is research, product development, quality assurance, and broader scientific problem solving. What is our role in entrepreneurship? Laboratory entrepreneurship combines scientific research with business acumen, turning innovative ideas into marketable products or services. It involves identifying opportunity, developing prototypes, securing funding, and navigating regulatory environments to bring laboratory discovery to life. What is our role in innovation? SLT in research and discovery. Laboratory are kitchens, and we also refer to laboratory as incubators for new ideas, where scientists conduct experiments, gather data, and develop new theories that expand our understanding of the world. Also, in the technological advancement, trained laboratory scientists, they have knowledge into practical applications leading to innovation like advanced medical imaging, renewable energy solutions, genetically modified organisms, and new manufacturing process. Let us look at innovation and motivation. Motivation is like what drives you to do something right. It is like the fuel for your goals, passions, and basically everything you want to achieve. It can be intrinsic, that is personal satisfaction, or extrinsic, which is like reward or recognition. Let's look at the innovation. Yes, I'm almost running up. Governments invest a considerable amount of taxpayers' money into science research and innovation with high expectation that such investments will drive economic growth, ensuring competition or competitiveness, and translate into benefits to society. Let's just look at I'm sure many of us will have access to the slides after now. Let me round up by looking at the role of SLT in national development and then the conclusion. Laboratory scientists are critical for national advancement and development by serving as innovators, by discovering new knowledge and develop new technologies in laboratories, foster entrepreneurship by creating spin-off companies and commercializing the newly discovered innovations, and ultimately contribute to national development and economic growth, job creation, and improve societal well-being by translating scientific discoveries into tangible benefits. Conclusively, science and technology is a multidisciplinary field, uses various tools such as biotechnology that combines biology, technology, and engineering to develop innovative products and solutions that improve human life and the environment. It involves a living organisms, cells, or biological system to create a modified products, technologies, and processes. Explores marine resources for applications in cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and aquaculture. It also uses it develops new medicines, vaccines, and diagnostic tools to prevent and treat diseases. In agriculture, it is also used to improve crop yields, disease resistance, and nutritional content through genetic modifications. What of in the environment? They also use tools like bioremediation, pollution control, and sustainable practices to improve on our environment. And industrially, they are also involved in producing biofuels, biodegradation plastics, or biodegradable plastics, and enzymes. Thank you, and God bless.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for Professor OSHOMO. Thank you very much, sir. What takes 5 years to learn, it just took us on that journey in 20-25 minutes. And he has exhibited that truly is a teacher. He really wanted to teach all of us so that we could buy into science laboratory technology. Maybe when I come back to this world, I will study science laboratory technology. Now we know where they can work. The prospects of the profession appear to be enormous. Prof, thank you very much for opening our eyes to those opportunities. Please, let's put our hands together. If you want to clap, let's clap. I said at the beginning of this program that it's a celebration of some sort, and at the same time an acknowledgement of the profound responsibility ahead of these new professionals. There's going to be some sort of interlude now. We've listened to lecture. When we are celebrating, the mood also should be celebratory, and for that I want to call on the university band to entertain us in the next 5 minutes while we come back to the program fully. Please, let's encourage them as they take.
Everyone, this song is presented on behalf of the inductees and is dedicated to the parents, the lecturers, the management, and those who made them who they are today. Thank you.
In the skies, my hero. I see your light in the dark, a smile in my face when we all go hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, know I love you for that. Honest and selfless, I don't know if it deserves it, but good job. Good job, good job. Good job, don't let you down. I won't miss you now. Don't let you my love, my love, my love. Good job, good job. Don't let you down.
in the morning. As soon as you walk through the door, everyone needs you again. The world's out of order. He's not a sound when you're not around. All day on your feet harder. Keep the energy higher. When it feels like the end of the road, you don't let go. You just press forward. You're the engine that made us explode. Always in disguise, my hero. I see you light in the dark. The smile in my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Let your heart know I love you for that. Honest and selfless, I don't know if the sexy word. Good job, good job. Don't let you down. The world needs you now. Don't let you down, my love, my love, good job. Don't let you down. The world needs you now. Don't let you, my love, my love, my love. Mothers, their fathers, their teachers that reach us. Strangers, your friends that show up in the hand. From the bottom to the top, the listeners that hear us. This is for you. You make me feel alive. Good job, don't let you down. The world needs you now. Don't let you, my love, my love, my love, good job. Don't let you down. The world needs you now. Don't let you, my love, my love, my love. Mothers, the fathers, the teachers that reach us. Strangers, your friends that show up in the hand. From the bottom to the top, the listeners that hear us. This is for you. You make me feel alive. Good job, good job. Don't get you down. What is you now? Don't let you, my love, my love, my love, Good job, good job. Good job, don't let you down. The world needs you now. Don't let you, my love, my love, my
To the best university band in the world, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much for the beautiful rendition. May I respectfully call on the HOD of SLT, Dr. Hebra Oladebe, to do us the honor of presenting the inductees to the DG and Registrar of Council of the Council NISLT.
Can I ask all the inductees to stand up? I stand on the existing protocols. The acting Director General, the Registrar of NISLT, I hereby present to you the first professional inductees of Science Laboratory Technology, University of Medical Sciences, ONDO. Thank you, sir. Please have your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the most critical part of this induction ceremony. And what makes it critical is that our inductees, they are about to take the oath, and the council registrar will be doing that for us. He's going to address us and at the same time administer oath to the inductees. You are yet to be inducted. We are just getting to the peak of the matter. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for Dr. Peter Adefisoye Oluwafisoye as he handles these critical assignments for the University of Medical Sciences. Please, you can do better than that. Thank you.
So I will give you this. Good morning, the Vice Chancellor of this unique university, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, all other principal officers, our own Dean, the HOD. Permit me to do a little adjustment to that program. I'm supposed to present my little speech now, but I've seen the program that we have Director of Laboratory Service and other things. I will present that speech thereafter. We will take the oath and we induct the students. Then the goodwill message will now back it up. So permit me, please. So thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here this morning to take this oath for these students. And sincerely, I am glad because I was selected before my boss retired to be the leader of the team that accredited this program some couple of months back, where the university got over 70% and got full accreditation. So it's a pleasure to be here today to have these students. Students, please rise up. You must have been given the oath, which I believe is with you. I will take the oath, we take the code of conduct, then I will give us a song, so the choir should be ready. The song we are going to sing when these people are coming up. Bata mi adun ko ka, bata mi adun ko ka,
bí mo bá kàwé mi, bàtà mi adun ko ka.
So I'll just give you that song, so you'll be rehearsing on it. When they are coming up here,
Okay, sir.
you'll be singing that song. I want to specially thank the national president of Asuton, who is ably represented here by the state chairman of Asuton, Elder Pastor Fesobi. Thank you very much. God bless you. At the short time you are here, God bless you, sir. And my very good friend, Dr. Bakari, you are also welcome. So, inductee, the oath is with you now. So you read after me. The title of the oath says, Induction of Newly Laboratory Technology Scientists into the Science Laboratory Technology Profession. Oath. I, put your name, do solemnly swear and affirm that as a satisfied member of the Nigeria Institute of Science Laboratory Technology, I will discharge my professional duties and perform my financial obligations to the Institute to the best of my ability, in accordance with the rules and the regulations guiding the profession as enshrined in the NISLT Act 12 of 2003 of the National Assembly, that I will discharge my professional duties to the public and humanity without prejudice, abide by the code of conduct, protect and defend the integrity of the science, laboratory, technology profession. So help me God. Amen. So that's oath. You are going to sign it thereafter and you have to submit. Please listen to me now while you remain standing. Code of conduct for members. Nigeria Institute of Science, Laboratory, Technology has set of ethics to express and expect member to apply in their practice. Following the set of these ethics is one of the key features that define the professionalism of all chartered laboratory scientists and technologists. You must base all your actions and judgments on these core ethics. 1. Act with honesty and integrity. Be trustworthy in all that you do. Never deliberately mislead, whether by withholding or distorting information. Never put your own gain above the welfare of your clients, employers, or others to whom you owe a professional responsibility. Respect their confidentiality at all times and always consider the wider interests of the society in your judgment. Be transparent. Share the full fact with your client and employer, making things as plain and intelligible as possible. Be accountable. Take full responsibility for your actions and don't blame others if things go wrong. Competency limitations. Be aware of the limit of your competency and don't be tempted to walk beyond your capacity. Never take on more than what you can deliver. Seek professional advice and help where and when necessary. Be objective at all times. Give clear and appropriate advice. Never let sentiment or your own interest becloud your judgments. Your decision must be informed. Respect the dignity of man. Never discriminate against others. Treat human being with dignity and be a value-added member of your environment and profession. Set a good example. Remember that both your public and private behavior could affect your own, NISLT, and other members' reputations. Have the courage to take a stand. Be prepared to act if you suspect a risk to safety or malpractice of any sort. Dress well. Your appearance must appeal to persons who wish to do business with you. Sign by the Registrar, Secretary to the Council of the Nigeria Institute of Science, Laboratory, Technology. May God help you in your profession. Like I said, we'll be having the lecture shortly after this, or the charge and message. And you can sit down now. As you are being called, you'll be listening to that song, and you move there and have handshake with the people on the high table, and then you come around here. Mr. Fesobi and Mr. Bakari, please join me here. Thank you very much. So please.
Please, thank you. Silence. Ariyo Oyinkansola Mercy.
Tàmí àdúkò kòkà bí mo bá kàwé mi. Tàmí àdúkò kòkà bí mo bá kàwé mi. Tàmí àdúkò kòkà. Tàmí àdúkò kòkà. Tàmí àdúkò kòkà.
Emmanuel Olúwatómi.
Àdúkò kòkà bí mo bá kàwé mi. Tàmí àdúkò kòkà bí mo bá kàwé mi. Tàmí àdúkò kòkà. Tàmí tí dúkòkò ká.
Ọlábísí Kàlọ́.
Tàmí tí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Mo ti kàwé mi o.
Ibitoye Ìjọlá Olúwa Grace.
Tàmí tí dúkòkò ká. Tàmí tí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàmí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàmí dúkòkò ká.
Aládé Adéọlá Victoria. Ajibade Peace Ọmọtáyọ̀.
Ọkùnrin sílẹ̀ tó olùkọ́kọ́ wọn. Olùkọ́ ní kọ́kàwé wọ́n sì máa ṣeré ká. Wọ́n á jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ wọ́n á gbòdòrògbòdò. Iṣẹ́ ìyẹn kì í ṣe tiwọn. Èrè ṣáàlì tiwọn. Dodo àti ráìsì ló gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá. Jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ àbùdórógbòtò. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí dúkòkò ká.
Henry Victoria.
Àwọn kan ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba. Àwọn kan ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba. Wọ́n ní kò lè pọ́síbù. Àmọ́ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ni bàbá bá mi ṣe. Wọ́n ní kí kò sí àwọn wípé kò lè ṣeéṣe o. Àmọ́ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ni bàbá bá mi ṣe. Àwọn kan ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba. Wọ́n ní kò lè pọ́síbù. Àmọ́ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ni bàbá bá mi ṣe. Wọ́n ní bí kò sí àwọn wípé kò lè ṣeéṣe o. Àwọn wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ni bàbá bá mi ṣe. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí dúkòkò ká. Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí dúkòkò ká.
Ayọ̀kúnlé Daniel. Ẹ̀dùnkà Igbe Ọ̀sàrẹ́tì Emmanuel.
Uyọ̀míyá uyọ̀míyá léwu ọ̀sán ọkàn mi òwe. Uyọ̀míyá léwu ọ̀sán ọkàn mi òwe. Mo ti kàwé mi o.
Akérèlé Ọláyínká Stella.
Mo ti kàwé mi o. Tàbí
Last but not least, Afe Oluchi Oluwashiri.
Please, you can be seated. Thank you so much. Yes. Well, before you go, Mr. Fesobi, please come. So that let us, Mr. Bakare, also come. So that I will just give my lecture and the message, and then we'll almost be done to have the gift. So, on behalf of the Management and Council of Nigeria Institute of Science and Laboratory Technology, I invite Pastor Fesobi, the State Chairman of ASUTON of Ondo State, who is representing the National President. As all the inductees rise up now, he will welcome you into the profession. Thank you very much.
Starting on the existing protocol, please. I want to hand over to Dr. Bakare to do that on my behalf, because I'm outgoing chairman of the state and he's coming in as the chairman of the state. And like I told him when we were seated, I said I'm indirectly handing over to you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. The Director General, Nigerian Institute of Science and Laboratory Technologies, that is our institute, and the representative of the Vice Chancellor, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. But I'm afraid of my weight, so that my weight will not break the protocol. If I stand too much, I won't rest so much on it. Please, before I invite the graduates of today into the association, let me just add a word to what we've already had. The guest speaker has done justice to what we should hear as graduates and coming into the profession. I just want to congratulate you on behalf of the National President, Pastor Omorilewa, whom we are standing in for, and probably the chairman of Body of Fellows, Dr. Wumi, whom I'm personally standing in for here too today. I don't even know how many caps I'm wearing now, because I'm the vice chairman to the chairman. He has also asked me to stand in for him. I think I should recognize him too. My chairman, sir, I thank you for giving me the privilege. So, like I said, I want to add this. Please, I just want to encourage us. We know this is the maiden edition. We want to encourage us because we'll be attending inductions. My observation, about 2 weeks ago, we attended an induction at Achievers University of War, where my daughter graduated as a nurse. Initially, I was even thinking it's just something, because I've not done it before, that we just attend or probably we wait for convocation. But she insisted that, Daddy, we have to celebrate it. I have to call the HOD, who told me that in most cases, most of the students even celebrate induction more than the graduation ceremony. I think I'm correct, which I don't know. But when she told me, I just reluctantly, when my wife told me, we were there, we prepared, killed the killables, cooked the cookables. And on getting there, just thinking we'll just sit somewhere and see. Lo and behold, the hall was full of parents and well-wishers. Why am I saying this? I just want to encourage. I know we are just starting. I pray we will get there in Jesus' name. I want to encourage, when we have this, let us give our graduates enough space to invite as many as possible. The more, the merrier. Is that not correct? Thank you very much. I think I passed the message on that. And lastly, when my DG said they should sing Batamiaro Koko Ka, Yes, I heard the choir singing too that Batamitiro Kokoka Torimu Kawemi. Let me tell you, brethren, first degree is not the end of the way, because you are living in a competitive world. Some of us graduated with final diploma, but today we thank God we have so many PhD holders around us. My doctor is not doctor of medicine, he's PhD. If we could graduate with final diploma, my DG would know at the time when nobody can even say I'm a graduate of SLT. But today, thank God we have a professor, sir, Prof. You are recognized, sir. Now we are happy to tell anybody that I read SLT. I pray where we could not get to, as you are graduating today, you will get there in Jesus' name. Having said that, I want to, on behalf of the national president of our Science Laboratory Technology of Nigeria, invite you to receive you into the fold of Association of Science Laboratory Technologies of Nigeria. You are welcome. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You can be seated. Okay. Yeah, before I quickly look at this lecture, please, all associate and fellow member of the Nigeria Institute of Science Laboratory Technologies, please rise up for recognition. Okay. Why are you telling them? That's the test I want to give to them. You know, I decided to give lecture later, and I've tested them. Nobody passed among them. Oh. They don't know that they are being inducted. When I say all associate and fellow should stand up, you are now associate. That is the test I want to give to you. Please sit down. God bless you. So you are now associate of the institute. That is why I actually come that way. You can see all your lecturers in that department. They are also associate. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, all management staff, my professor SLT and other lecturers here. Permit me to tell us that SLT, in fact, as the acting DG, the shoe that my boss left is too big for me to carry. And that is the truth. We have been working and we discovered that we have challenge, and it's a beautiful challenge. And what is the challenge? People shout about job. Now we are looking for people to fill the SLT job up. And that is a challenge for us. Currently we have 25 universities running SLT in Nigeria. And I have additional 5 that want to start SLT. And I have problem at hand now, how to get personnel to actually take over this job. It has become a challenge because they are calling from everywhere in Nigeria. And people are shouting that there is no job. I said, who said that there is no job? It's not in SLT. SLT is a unique course that can take you to anywhere. Today's ceremony marks a defining milestone, the transition of young, vibrant mind into the profession that remains the backbone of the national scientific capacity, healthcare, industrial innovation, and technological advancement. Of course, I want to commend the Vice Chancellor once again and the university management for keying into the mandatory professional examination of the institute. In the next few years, couple of years, sub-universities are going to run into trouble because their students will be sent away from NYSC and they can never work with SLT in Nigeria. And it's a challenge. They may not see it now. I conversed with the Vice Chancellor some time ago and he said they have the power to, he said you have the power, but we have the power to also put students in profession. And we have told SLT you can never practice, even do NYSC if you don't have the license. And that's the truth. Camp is opening today. If these people are qualified, they go to the camp, I can assure you they will call me when they see the license in their hand. You study SLT in Nigeria, you can't practice. You can go and be in admin, no problem. We won't disturb you. But once you don't have the license, you cannot practice anywhere in Nigeria. So I want to give kudos to Unimed having key into this at this time. Sincerely, I want to also, sir, appreciate the HOD. It was the HOD when we came for the accreditation. Somebody came in again and he became the HOD. I am thanking him specially because we got into ONDO yesterday around 9:30 and this man was waiting for us. The man did not left our hotel until we were giving food. And of course, from morning till that 9:30, I have not eaten. The man ensured that food gets to our table. He has done very well. Well, maybe I'm saying this because about 2 or 3 weeks ago I was in a university and I told the HOD who happened to be the dean, I told him I am now in the airport, I need somebody to come and take me. The man did not see me until the second day. He did not even know where I was, and I called him the second day. I said I am coming to this place. I can tell the council to stop SLT in your university. What will happen? Or we just say we are not going to induct your student and there will be crisis. He said he's not preparing for us. But our HOD here, you have done very well, sir. Sincerely, you have represented the university very well. And I pray the Almighty God will continue to lift this university up. SLT is a course and is a profession that has the Act 12/2003. Of course, like my Oga served in the council of the institute and now is a professor. One parent wrote to me and said, I don't want my child to study SLT because I don't know if the child is going to have future. I wrote about almost 3 pages to convince the parents what SLT is. Prof have told us, you are talking about SLT that has 12 different options. In fact, as of today, we have 3 universities that have transformed the options into faculty. University of Benin, University of Port Harcourt, and University of Ilesha. They just started just last year, and they are now faculty. Of course, because they maximize the option that they have. And of course, you can't compare it with just a program that 2-3 courses that they have to learn through some department and have that program. SLT is not like that. SLT is unique and is multifaceted. So that is to tell us that you have opportunity, wide opportunity to actually be able to harvest and of course make yourself good in it. SLT in the past, somebody mentioned it. People believe that when you study SLT, you are only to work in the lab as a technologist or a technician. That is not correct. And we have said it. SLT is divided into 2 parts. The theoretical part and the practical part. You may choose to take the theoretical part and become a lecturer and become a researcher. You may choose to take the practical part and become a technologist, become an innovator, and of course be an entrepreneur. SLT is so wide. To that end, at the institute, we have developed what we call the Strategic Vision Plan 2025 to 2030. And one of those things we are even developing, of course, by the special grace of God, as I leave here, I'm going to Lagos, I need to catch a flight. I said I must be in ONDO compulsorily. Otherwise, I won't be here. One of the things we are going to defend tomorrow is that SLT must progress. We want to create what we call laboratory regulatory officers. It's a new cadre that we are looking at. Who regulates the lab in Nigeria? It should be SLT. But we need to designate and employ people, and they have the duty to actually do that. In NAFDAC, you have regulatory officers. They are not supposed to regulate the laboratory. They are supposed to regulate the product. So who regulates the laboratory? It is you. It is me. Laboratory regulatory officer. Of course, we also are looking at what we call laboratory safety officer. If you are not trained in laboratory activity, you did hazard. That's why all these things that you taught in the class, it's not just like you want to pass. SLT is not done. It's not like any other science courses that you just cram Schrodinger equation. You cram. This thing you must practice them. Everything. All your notes you must ensure you make use of them because they are going to give you opportunity in the future. I can assure you. I tell anybody that actually study SLT, you are not supposed to be looking for job. Job supposed to be looking for you. We have one candidate or one student. She finished like you, and of course they approach us. They want to establish a lab. Any science laboratory to be established in Nigeria needs this license that you have in your hand. This license that you see. And I've seen somebody that told me, she told me last, said, I don't know the meaning of this. I just got this license for the past 2 years. This license, even if you are not working in your home, can give you money. So this lady, they wanted to open a lab. It's a condition to open a lab, you must employ somebody that studied SLT. I said, we are not even open, we just want to start. And we say, okay, let us get you one person that have a license. May become your consultant. That person is the consultant, and they started from home. They are giving her 60,000 naira every month. She has not started job. She's doing other things. They are just giving her 60,000 naira. By the time the lab finished and they want to employ her. I have the what's it called? Employment letter is here. I can show you. They started with her with 350,000 naira with this license. So I can assure you that the SLT license, of course, can take you to greater heights. You will get there. So our strategic plan, of course, is opening a number of things for us. Like it has been said, you can work in the university as scientist, as a lecturer. You can work in the industry. But the one I like most is to be an entrepreneur. Experience have shown us, work and you collect salary. Well, I don't know. You may not become millionaire because you are waiting for another. But in NISLT, you have another licensure that we give. We call it registration of laboratory equipment, vendor of equipment, reagent, and chemicals. People that are supplying chemicals in Nigeria, it is your job. They didn't study SLT. But because you are not there today, they are supplying chemical and supplying fake chemical. To register them, they need your license. So now if you study chemistry, you study biochemistry, you study microbiology, you now get back home, you now say you are looking for job. Which job? You study physics and electronics, you say you are looking for job. I know your lecturer, I know some of them that will meet in the field that will be doing solar installation because they are embedded in the course you have studied. You can be an entrepreneur. So SLT is actually shaping the world. And of course, it's going to revolutionize the world. You should know now that AI is embedded. You are talking about, Oga has talked about automation, biotechnology, nanoscience, nanotechnology. SLT, you'll be found there. Of course, we are looking at the digital world now. When you finish from here, ensure you get involved in data analysis. Data analysis is very important. One of the challenges we have in SLT in the past is that you are a technologist. You do the analysis and you give it to a lecturer or you give it to somebody to just analyze for you. And if care is not taken, your name will not come out in the publication. Why can you not do interpretation and do the analysis yourself if you can actually use equipment in the lab? So it's important for us to be able to do that. So you must learn about Python, you must learn about MATLAB, learn about Internet of a Thing, bioinformatics, and all the rest. These are important for you to make you to go into the future. It is important. Experience have shown us that people will tell us that I have not gotten job. That is why I cannot pay my annual due. You are deceiving yourself. I tell people that I joined the institute in 1998 or thereabout. I pay my due the second day of every year. Second day, January 2nd of every year. This year I paid. I don't need to go. I'm not working in the lab now. But because I know this is my profession, I must do the needful. Of course, you can be involved in inspection and accreditation in the future. And let me tell you, I can see it in the future. One of you can become the Director General of the Institute. Of course, you can only become Director General if you study SLT. You can't go, you can't come and be in another field and become Director General. And like I tell people in conclusion, in this world that I have seen, no profession supersedes any profession. No profession. It all depends on you. If you are in medicine, you have a DG. In SLT, you have a DG. MLS, you have a DG. Are they not collecting the same thing? Are they not in the same level? So why will you look at yourself? Look down on yourself at any time. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together one more time for the DG and Registrar of NISLT. NISLT. That's one institution in this country that has done quite well. And so I've made some money from your institute in the past. We will discuss that. I'm seeing so many new faces here today. Open confession, I've made money from your institute in the past. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is another crucial moment that I believe is important to us. As an institution, I love the fact that the DG said something. The way the HOD warmly received people from the institute. And that is actually who we are. In everything we do, we radiate excellence in this university. And for that, we don't take excellence also for granted. We recognize it amidst our students, amidst lecturers, amidst everybody. At this point in time, it is time for us not just to recognize excellence, but also to reward excellence. Some of these students have been outstanding. All of them are excellent, but some have distinguished themselves. And as an institution, we don't just want that kind of excellence to go unnoticed. We've recognized them. Time now to reward them. Where are the protocol people? The awards? Are they still here with me? Protocol. Are they asleep? People from my end, can you please come around since I can't find the protocol people? Thank you. Don't worry, sir, just sit down. Do that. The first award that will be given out today goes to Akerele Olayinka Stella as the best student in chemistry techniques. The second awardee for today, the best students in biochemistry techniques, Otuaga Shulamite. Is the best student in biology and computational techniques, Idowu Olabisi Caroline. The best in microbiology techniques, Edo Paigbe Osaretin Emmanuel. Best students in physics with electronics techniques, Falodi Ayokunle Daniel. Gentlemen, it is time to celebrate the biggest masquerade in this class. The first set of science laboratory technologies from UNIMED, the overall best student. Ladies, are we ready for this? Are we really ready? Are you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, with standing ovation, let's celebrate Idowu Olabisi Caroline. overall best graduating student of this set.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to recognize Dr. Agun, one of our members. You are welcome. God bless you. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, representative of the Vice Chancellor, sir. Permit me, sir. Just like I have said, that we are having challenges of employment now in academics. From the institutes, we want to please ask the university to please give automatic employment to the first class degree students that are graduating. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for the registrar. He has done an excellent job standing in the last 25 minutes, and he was able to do so many things within those minutes. That's an excellent man. You can't come to Unimed and not be excellent in all you do. We appreciate you, sir. Excellently done. A round of applause for him one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to call on Idowu Olabisi Caroline to give the valedictory speech on behalf of the class.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols duly observed. Like the morning sun that rises gently over a quiet city, today feels like a beginning disguised as an ending. First, I want to thank God for his unfailing help. He's our strength even when coffee failed us. To my parents, Honorable Olusegun and Mrs. Olawande Idowu, my siblings, Olamide Olayemi and Olawumi Idowu, your baby is saying thank you. Thank you for your sacrifices, for your prayers, and your constant reminder that greatness is intentional. To my extended family, thank you for standing by me. And to our lecturers and our technologists, thank you for your patience, thank you for your guidance, and thank you for those examination questions. We stand here today because you had the ladder steady. Being the first set wasn't easy. Truly, we made sacrifices we did not know that we signed up for. So many a times it felt like we were the official offering to every trial phase and every adjustment. But we survived with resilience, with faith, and with a lot of laughter. I remember our 300 level field trip to Ibadan, our personal picnic in 400 level, the association picnic, and also our professional exam at Ikere, and also our FYB week. Everything filled of fun, vibes, and peace of mind, unforgettable moments indeed. To my classmates, unforgettable characters, the ones that always say my bad, even when it is clearly not his bad. The one that always does Aish, as reported to him by his Korean movies. The one who always reminded us daily, say God no dey shame us. And of course our Mazi, our Jet Li, and our food prefect all in one. These names only we can understand, but they are memories that always feel like home. Today we are not just here to celebrate these certificates, but we are here to celebrate the family that we've become. As we step into the world, some into research, some into laboratories, and some into new surprising paths. May we never forget where we started. May we never forget our king, the people who watched us grow from confused freshers to proud inductees now. The future is wide, the future is bright, the future is calling each of us by name. Magnus Classic, see you at the top. Congratulations to us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was beautifully done, and I love the way you wrapped it up with the words of Zig Ziglar, saying that you see them at the top. Truly, you guys will be at the top. Please, a round of applause for her. We are getting there little by little. Now is the time for the newly inducted SLT professionals to take their final bow. And I will be calling on the HOD. He's going to do a 2-in-1 thing. As soon as is done with the final bow, he gives a very brief vote of thanks, and then we bring this induction ceremony to a close.
Standing on the existing protocols, the Vice Chancellor and the members of the high table. Can I ask our new professionals to file out? Please file out. Don't stay behind another person. I will want you, first of all, please turn. You will take a bow to all our parents and guardians. Take a bow. Thank you. The next bow will go to all the staff here present, the department, and then the faculty. Please take a bow. Let's applaud them, please. Okay. Please, can you make a rotation? Yeah. To the Vice Chancellor and other dignitaries on the high table. Can you take a bow? Thank you very much. You can fight back. I've been saddled with this responsibility to give vote of thanks. We want to thank the Almighty God for the success of this first induction ceremony, and also to appreciate the Vice Chancellor, the acting registrar, the university librarian, the bossa, our guest lecturer, Professor OSHOMO, and appreciate immensely the DG of our great institute, NISLT. We appreciate the Dean of Faculty of Science, and also the chairman of the induction ceremony committee, ably represented by Professor Onibide. We appreciate you. And to all our parents, guardians, the well-wishers, please pardon me, the president of Aston and all the delegates. We sincerely appreciate you. We appreciate the parents, the guardians, for gracing this occasion. I want to appreciate all the members of our staff of the Department of Science, Laboratory Technology, the University of Medical Sciences. You are very great. Also the inductees, and then the undergraduates in the hall. We wish you journey mercies as you sail back home. God bless you. God bless every one of us. Thank you very much.
Please, let's put our hands together for the HOD. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, whatever has a beginning must surely have an end. This is an induction ceremony that I have personally enjoyed thoroughly. The organization, the comportment of the newly inducted professionals, the way everybody in the hall has connected to everything that we have done. We indeed appreciate all you have done here today. And may I please crave your indulgence to stand as we bring this induction ceremony to a close by taking the Unimed anthem, and we will remain standing after the anthem for the procession to go out in reverse order. Thank you very much.